Good morning, everybody. I know I said yesterday that it was going to be our last day, and it was, but I have a fun bonus video to share with you that includes information on how to make Easter really fun this year. And I am just going to be talking to the parents, so kids, if you're watching, you guys can go and play a game or read a book or play outside. I just want to talk to your parents right now. So, parents, when I was a kid growing up, my brother and I would walk out of our rooms on Easter morning to a trail of toilet paper. And the toilet paper trail would always lead to different Easter eggs. And as we opened them, they would have a verse in it, and we would read it. And then my mom and dad would tell us the Easter story as we went along our trail and opened up the Easter eggs. Along the way, there was usually some candy, and at the end of it, there was always a little bit of an Easter gift for us too. But it was a fun way for us to learn about why we're celebrating Easter and what Easter really is all about, and still include the fun, typical American games that we play with the Easter eggs. And so I'm going to be explaining that to you now. So let's get started. I bought some Easter eggs. You only will need 12 unless you want to add Easter eggs with candies in it or something special. And I created a piece of paper document with all of the Bible verses that you're going to be sticking into the eggs. I have here all of my items that we're going to be using. So I have a document that explains each little item that's going into the egg and the verse with it, and then also tells you what you should say to your kids once they open it. And it just walks you right through all of it, which is super helpful. So first thing you need is a leaf. I just found that outside. Silver coins. I just went into my coin section and got some coins. A cracker. I found a stale cracker. A small piece of towel or a soap. I just pulled off a piece of my paper towels. And a small cup. This one was a little bit tricky because I don't have just little small cups hanging around my house. So I just took my cap off of some chapstick, and I'm just going to use that. And you also need a little strip of leather. And instead of using leather, which is kind of hard to find, I found a rubber band. And the purpose of this leather is to show that they whipped Jesus. And the rubber band makes its purpose for being the right symbol. And then thorns. That was kind of tricky because I don't have any thorns, but you could use grapevines if you have grapes. If not, I just pulled off little pieces of pineapple on the outside. They're kind of pointy, just to show that they're pointy. And then you need 3 nails, and if you don't have nails, grab some toothpicks, and then you could make a little cross out of the toothpicks. But I have nails. We do a lot of projects here at home. And then you need a pair of dice, which I got from a game, right here. And then a piece of gauze, which we had in our first aid kit. If you can't find that, you can use another paper towel, which I have right here. And then you need a small stone. And I just went outside and found a little pebble stone. So I cut out all of the strips with the memory verses on them, and I numbered all of my eggs 1 through 12. And I got sparkly eggs because I thought that they were kind of fun, but I highly recommend not getting them because they make a mess and kind of ruin your marker. So I recommend just getting normal eggs. And then I also got all of my supplies, which I'm going to explain, and then just kind of got it all set up here so I can match it accordingly to the right egg. Next, I'm just going to fold up all these strips of paper and then put it into the right eggs. All of the verses are numbered so that you can make sure they're correct. So I have all of my eggs done and ready to go. For the last egg, it's important for number 12 that you don't put the verse on the egg because it's supposed to be empty because it's representing Jesus' tomb being empty. So that's pretty important. And then you guys can decide what you guys want to do with these. If you want to try the toilet paper trail, I know toilet paper is hard to get nowadays, so probably not do that. But You guys can hide them around the house, or if it's nice outside, hide them outside, and just make it a fun activity. Make sure you number them if you're not going to be putting them in order for them to pick up. That way, after they find all of them, have them bring all of their eggs back and have them not be allowed to open them until their hunt is over, and that way you can open them one by one and then be able to tell the story in order. And I will share the link with the instructions on what you should say with each symbol and verse that's in the egg. And I recommend this activity for kids who are probably 6 through 12. It's going to be a little bit more confusing for like 3 or 4-year-olds to understand. If you want, you guys can try and make it more developmentally appropriate for them by just kind of summarizing the verses instead of putting the verses there, that sort of thing. But when I was, how old was I? 17, we had a foreign exchange student come, and I had asked my mom if we could do it for my foreign exchange student so she could experience what our Easter was like here in America. In that way, we got to share the gospel with her as well. And it was really fun. I had fun doing it at 17 years old. So if you have older kids, they might act like they won't like it, but it is sort of fun anyway. So I just encourage you to try this or something else, another activity that you guys have in mind to just make this Easter special if it is going to be at home instead of at church. And just do it in a way that everybody can understand and have a good time. So thank you for watching. Let me know if you guys try it, and I hope it works out for you.